Quiet, numbskulls. I'm broadcasting.
All right, let's take it from the top again. Places. Action.
Well, let's see. We have on the bags, we have who's on first, what's on second, I don't know is on third.
That's what I want to find out.
I say who's on first, what's on second, I don't know is on third.
Are you the manager?
Yes.
You going to be the coach, too?
Yes.
And you know the fellow's name?
Well, I should.
Well, then who's on first?
Yes.
I mean the fellow's name.
Who?
The guy on first.
Who?
The first baseman.
Who?
The guy playing first.
Who is on first?
I'm asking you who's on first.
That's the man's name.
That's whose name?
Yes.
Well, go ahead and tell me.
That's it.
That's who?
Yes.
Hello again, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Classic Radio Rewind. I'm Barry Slinker. This week's episode is a unique one as we will spotlight the first episodes from 2 radio series. Coming up later, we'll hear the very first episode from Dr. Christian from 1937, but first up, we'll hear from Rocky Fortune starring Frank Sinatra. In this first installment, Rocky takes on a job as an oyster shucker at the 50 Fathoms Clam House, only to find himself entangled in a pearl smuggling scheme. From October 6th, 1953, this is Rocky Fortune with Oyster Shucker.
Frank Sinatra, transcribed as Rocky Fortune. Frank Sinatra, who stars as that footloose and frequently unemployed young gentleman, Rocky Fortune.
I don't know what it is about me and employment. We start out together, but sooner or later we reach the fork in the road. Usually sooner. You take last week. The employment agency sent me out on a job as an oyster shucker. But somebody tried to serve me up on a half shell with a real crazy cocktail sauce. Blood. Pardon me, is this the 50 Fathoms Clam House?
Yes. Is there something I can do for you?
That's the best offer I've had all day.
We'll have a table in a minute. Would you care to look at the menu?
What's the menu got that you haven't got, baby?
A price list. If you'll excuse me, I'm busy.
Now, wait a minute. Don't get sore. I work here. I'm the new oyster shucker. I'm Rocky Fortune.
Well, you'd better go around to the kitchen, Mr. Fortune.
Just call me Rocky, huh? And I'll call you 2 or 3 times a day.
Don't bother.
Why not?
For one thing, I've got a boyfriend.
Now, why would we let a little thing like that come between us?
Maybe because he's standing right behind you.
Oops. He isn't exactly standing behind me. It's more like all around me. This joker's 6'4", 200 pounds on the hoof, and broad enough to go through the middle of a revolving door. And I can't figure a gorilla like this with this girl. She's a real sweet little girl, like somebody's kid sister. Only she's wearing a knit dress, and she's got a figure that's giving the warp and the woof a hard time. I get a glimmer when she introduces me to the bruiser.
Mr. Fortune, this is Mr. Barney. He's the manager.
All right, Fortune, get back to the kitchen. I'll give you a personal introduction to a barrel of oysters. This way. Hey, Fortune.
Yeah?
Stay away from Iris.
Who says so?
I say so. Here's your counter. Shell's in the garbage can. And this is the oyster knife.
Right.
And just so as we don't misunderstand each other, I'm very serious about Iris. Very serious.
Hey, look out with that knife.
You understand, Fortune?
I got an inkling.
Now get to work and shuck them oysters.
It takes me a few minutes to pull the dull-bladed oyster knife 2 inches out of the table where Big Barney has buried it. About this time, Ferdinand the waiter drifts in the door. Ferdy's a little wispy guy who looks like the mechanical rabbit the greyhounds chase at the dog track.
A dozen cherry stone. Hey, who are you?
Rocky Fortune. I'm the new oyster shucker.
What happened to Herman?
Maybe he got washed out with the tide. Hey, pal, when do I get something to eat here?
Didn't you get some supper?
No.
That Barney, no consideration. Look, I'll fix you something.
I've been looking at the menu. How about the swordfish? No?
To my best friend, I wouldn't recommend the swordfish. Not tonight. Yes, sir?
Mr. Abenacky's coming in.
Excuse me. Hey, Chief, give me 2 double shrimp cocktails, a crab meat salad, lobster gumbo, a bowl of Boston, a bowl of Manhattan, and a bucket of lobsters.
What do you got out there? Rotary luncheon?
No, just Mr. Abenacki.
I take a peek through the kitchen door, and Mr. Abenacki is sitting on 2 chairs at once and is still lapping over on all sides. Barney and Ferdinand are hovering around him like a pair of hummingbirds trying to neck with a Navy blimp. I make a resolution to quit eating French fried potatoes and go back to unbuttoning oysters and remove their overcoats. It's lonely work, so I strike up a conversation. There's nobody in the pantry but me and the oysters, so I got no choice. You think you got troubles? I'm the one that ought to get stewed. You got it soft. You don't have to worry what happens if your lady friend decides to clam up. All you got to do is just lay there, that's all. And if you want to make an impression on the dame, all you got to do is whip up a pearl. Holy smokes, a real live pearl. It's a real live pearl sitting in the middle of that oyster staring up at me with its one beautiful beady eye. I'm figuring on calling little Arthur the Book to place a fin on the nose of Pearl Diver in the 5th at Belmont when I open the next oyster. So help me another pearl. I haven't had a run of luck like this since I busted up the floating crap game in Doherty's garage. So I leave the stake out and shoot it all. Another oyster. Another pearl. Come on, baby. Papa needs a new necklace. One after another, and every little darling loaded. I'm trembling as I hit number 10, 11, and 12. Great big fat pearls in my hot little hand, and all mine. Just to make sure, I stash them away in my pocket quick as Ferdinand the waiter comes in the door.
2 dozen special oysters for Mr. Abenacki.
Buddy boy, I never could see nothing special about no oysters. It's like eating a clammy handshake.
Get 'em up, and I'll pick 'em up on the way out. The specials for Mr. Abenacki come out of this barrel. And don't shuck 'em. He likes them open at the table. He says it improves the flavor.
Yes, sir, Sergeant. Unfortunately, Barney has forgotten to tell me this, and I've already separated Mr. Abenacki's special oysters from their shells. Now, to me, the difference between a couple of oysters is something that can only interest another oyster. So I fill up a plate from the regular barrel. This, it turns out, is a mistake. Through the doors, I hear Mr. Abenacki sounding off like the bullhorn on a big mow.
Barney!
And Ferdinand comes flying back like a scared pigeon.
What happened? What happened to the special oysters?
Who is responsible for this?
Please, Mr.
I paid
Abenacki.
for special oysters shipped in just for me, and what do I get? Call these oysters? These miserable, scrawny blobs. What happened to Mr. Abenacki's oysters? You, Fortune.
Me?
What happened to the specials?
It was just a little mistake.
A mistake. A mistake with my oysters. Please, Mr. Abenacki. Fortune, what happened?
I opened them first. Nobody told me any different.
You hear that? He opened my oysters. All that flavor gone. Gone forever.
What is this, a federal case?
You feather-headed idiot.
Now, wait a minute.
Stupid,
The
no good.
customers can hear you.
Fortune, you lame brain, you apologize to Mr. Abenacki.
Okay. To him, I'll apologize. But you muscle-headed bum,
Well, you scrawny knucklehead, I ought to pry you apart like a chowder clam.
why don't you put your money where your mouth is?
Mr. Barney, I'm sure it was an honest mistake. Why don't you give him another chance?
You shut up and keep out of this.
Hey, who do you think you're talking to? You ought to wash your mouth out with soap before you talk to a lady.
Fortune, you're fired.
Oh, no. Please, Mr. Barney.
You keep out of this. Take 'em up front and pay 'em off.
Iris fishes me a couple of bucks out of the register, and I can see she's a little sorry for me, which makes me feel very pleasant indeed.
Here you are, Mr. Fortune. I wish it was more.
Oh, well, easy come, easy go. I just wish I was staying on, though, so I could see you again.
It took a lot of courage to stand up to Barney like that.
I still had the oyster knife.
I wish there was something that I could do.
How about splitting a steak with me tonight, huh? After all, I just got fired. And I shouldn't be left alone with a knife.
Well, I suppose it's all right.
Meet you when you get off. Is it a date?
All right, Rocky. I'm off at 9.
I figure bounced the knot on my head for the day. 12 pearls and a beautiful girl. This is better than a daily double. It's about 8:45 when I head out the back door. It's a very cozy neighborhood. You could sometimes go as far as a block without stumbling over a drunk or being mugged for a pair of clean socks. So I'm not too surprised when an arm whips around my neck and I cease breathing until further notice.
Don't say a word.
Who can talk?
This ain't no briar pipe sticking in your back.
Okay.
Hand them over.
Anything in particular?
You know what I'm talking about. Hand them over.
Mac, this may make me seem a little slow, but I haven't got the slightest idea what you're talking
The
about.
pearls, wise guy, the pearls. You got them.
Oh, them.
Didn't your mother ever tell you it ain't polite to shortstop? Now pass them over.
They're mine. I found them.
Okay. Hand them over.
Over my dead body.
That can be arranged. All right, wise guy. I'll give you a quick 5 to hand them over. 1.
Hey, you're kidding, ain't you?
2.
Okay. I got them right here.
3.
Right here. Hey, they're gone.
4.
Honest, I put them in his pocket, see?
I said 4.
Look, there's a hole in it. Look, I can wiggle my finger through it.
5.
If you don't believe me, look for yourself.
Yeah. Okay, hold still.
I'm ticklish.
You're clean, all right. Listen, punk, I'll give you a chance. You got 12 hours to hand those pearls over.
But I lost them, honest.
You lost them, you find them. Remember, 12 hours or we'll fit you for a brand new satin-lined overcoat with silver handles. And just to show you we ain't kidding.
About 20 minutes later, the world slows down to a gentle spiral. Some other bum has rolled me for 38 cents and change, a subway token, and my shoes. I paddle around to the avenue with my bare feet, and I find Iris waiting in front of a drugstore looking like Hurricane Barbara, about to hit the Atlantic coast from Block Island to Cape Hatteras.
Rocky, this is not the kind of a neighborhood where a girl likes to wait for... What's the matter? You're limping.
I stepped on a live cigar butt.
Well, you're barefoot. Where are we going? To a square dance?
Look, honey, I'm afraid our date's off.
Why?
I got to attend a funeral.
Whose?
Mine.
What are you talking
There
about?
seems to be a difference of opinion about some pearls. I told the guy I found them, but he couldn't see it my way.
You found some pearls?
Yes.
Where?
Where else? In an oyster. 12 of them.
You found 12 pearls in one oyster?
No. One each in a dozen. How's that for luck?
Nobody's that lucky.
But now I can't find them. I got a hole in my pocket. I must have dropped them.
Oh, that's terrible.
You don't know the half of it. The guy who just slugged me gave me 12 hours to cough up the pearls or else. A particularly nasty else.
Oh, well, then we've got to start looking for them right now.
Right now, I'd rather look for some shoes. A guy can get athlete's foot this way. We head back into the 50 Fathoms clam house to try to find the pearls. I'm cutting my bare feet to ribbons on broken clam shells. We go through the sawdust in the pantry a spoonful at a time, but we draw a blank. No pearls. Up to now, I've been thinking I'm just lucky. But slowly I realize I've been playing with marked oysters. I figure them pearls must be hot as a tin roof in August.
Rocky, what happens if we don't find them? They might kill you.
Yeah. I was thinking that was a possibility, too.
Well, where else could you have dropped them? Was there anything on the floor, a garbage can or something?
Wait a minute. There was. That little barrel that Mr. Abenacky's oysters came in. It was right by this stool.
Maybe the pearls dropped in it.
But the barrel's gone, too.
Of course. They pick it up at night and take it back to the oyster boat.
Can you find out which boat?
I know. I sign the receipt every day. It's the Polly B at Pier 22. Oh, Rocky, do you think the pearls could still be in the barrel?
Well, I got a hasty feeling I'd better find out. Anyway, if Abenacky's oysters came from that boat, then so did the pearls.
Rocky, I'm going with you.
Now, look, honey, it's going to be dangerous and dark down on that dock.
You'll be there.
I know. That's what frightens me. Well, come on. Let's head for Pier 22. And if I don't find the pearls, well, at least it's a good place to jump off. I'm still barefoot as we head up the waterfront to Pier 22, but I keep going. I figure it's like a horse. If I pull up lame now, I'm a cinch to get shot. Pier 22 looks like the spot where Henry Hudson dropped his anchor on the first trip. There's a crap game going on in the dock office. We wait until somebody makes a four the hard way and slip through in the confusion. The oyster boat is halfway down the pier, and we go aboard. Don't trip on them ropes.
Isn't that the barrel? Right there?
That's it, all right. I'll tip it up to the light. Empty as a pocket before payday.
Oh, Rocky.
I wonder where the elephants go to die.
Rocky, listen.
Yeah, somebody must have broken up the crap game. They're coming this way.
Well, what are we going to do?
That guy who put the arm on me is with him. You see the guy with no neck?
Yeah.
Come on, we better hide.
Well, where?
Down the hatch behind us.
I can't jump down there, not in this skirt.
In it or out of it? Here you go.
Oh, it's dark down here.
Look out, here I come. Now keep quiet, baby, and maybe we'll get out of this thing in one piece.
All right, let's get going. Okay. Cast off the bar line.
What is it? What's happening?
Did you bring your toothbrush?
A toothbrush? What for?
I can only think of one thing to say at this point.
What?
Bon voyage. Polly B is definitely not in the Queen Mary class. It's sort of a cross between an oversized shoebox and the Staten Island ferry. It would probably rock like crazy in a bathtub, and by the time we're through the Narrows and into the lower bay, Iris has turned a tasteful tone of green, which unfortunately clashes with her purple dress.
Oh, Rocky, I'm afraid I'm going to die.
No, you're not.
Okay, I'm afraid I'm not going to die. Ugh.
Somebody will hear you.
I don't care.
There's the boy. Loran, the boy.
What happened? We're stopping.
Maybe we hit a red light.
Will you men get the net on the side? Come on, hurry up.
What is it? Oysters?
I don't know. I better boost you up so you can sneak a peek. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Well?
It's a barrel, Rocky. They pulled it in with a net. Rocky, it's got a flag on it. Let me down.
I got it now. Just like Prohibition. Someone on an incoming liner dumps the stuff over.
And this boat picks it up.
Yeah, and delivers it to the 50 Fathoms clam house. What a way to sneak in pearls inside an oyster. And if some jerk opens one by mistake, he just thinks he's lucky. Can you imagine a guy stupid enough to think he'd really find a pearl in an... You read any good books lately?
Rocky, it's a smuggling racket.
All right.
Baby, you're even
Back
smart.
off.
That's
Okay.
right. I could kiss you. I have my eyes closed and my mouth puckered when the roof falls in. Then I find myself kissing a 30-pound flounder, which is part of a load of fish dumped in on top of us. We're standing up to the neck in fresh-caught ocean fish in season. I pick a herring out of my ears and look around for Iris. And once again, I get that funny feeling. You know, that yearning to take her out of all of this. The Polly B makes it back to the pier in blue ribbon time. And when the coast is clear, Iris and I climb out of the fish and shake off the scales. I've got a smelt in my pocket and a certain air about me.
Ooh, I can't even stand myself.
I think it's invigorating.
Rocky, you know it's clear. You got the pearls by mistake.
Yeah, those oysters were meant for Mr. Abenaki. They're delivered specially for him.
It must be, Rocky. So, what do we do now?
Well, honey, as much as I hate disturbing a man at his meal, Mr. Abenaki leaves me no choice. He eats all day. However, there's a limit to how long a dame can wander through town with seaweed in her hair and a strong suspicion that barnacles have set in. So Iris heads up to her apartment to change. I figure I might as well head over to the clam house to do a little digging on my own. It's midnight now, and Ferdinand's in the kitchen when I get there.
Say, what happened? You jump off the ferry?
Never mind. Listen, has Abenaki still got his nose in a feed bag?
He's on his Demitas.
Demitas?
Yes, he has to watch his weight.
Look, Ferdinand, about those special oysters. Mr. Abenaki never has them open in the kitchen, right?
Right. He's a very particular man. He wants to make sure all the flavors locked in.
I'll bet he does. Ferdinand, this may come as a shock to you, but something tells me Mr. Abenaki is playing puss in the corner with the United States Custom. Not to mention the cops from the country where the stuff was originally heisted.
The stuff?
The pearls. I found a dozen of them in his oysters. I can't figure out where they went to, though.
You lost them?
Yeah, to a hole in my pocket. I was leaning over the counter right here. Now, they could have rolled along, but I didn't find them on the floor. They should have dropped right down here like... Who put that bowl of soup on the stool?
I did. That's Mr. Abenaki's oyster stew. I always leave it there till he's ready for it.
You do?
Yes.
Did Mr. Abenaki have oyster stew tonight?
Sure. He has a couple of bowls with each meal.
Ferdinand, I got to make some phone calls to the cops for a squad car and the Bellevue Hospital for a stomach pump.
You mean Mr. Abenaki is a smuggler?
Somebody around here is, and he looks like it. I'll let the cops nail it down.
Well, that's too bad, isn't it?
About Abenaki, why? He deserves what he's got coming to him.
Yes, but I'm afraid you don't. Now, please put up your hands, Mr. Fortune. You see, we wouldn't want the police around. The clam house has to think of its reputation.
But
your gun is loaded. Barney,
Sure, boss.
take this gun and keep him covered.
With pleasure.
then it's you.
I suppose it is. Barney, could Captain Duran arrange a special trip on the Polly B?
Easy.
We'll have to be careful where we drop you. It wouldn't do to spoil the oyster bed. Mr. Abenaki wouldn't like it.
Couldn't you just maroon me on a desert island?
Please, Mr. Fortune, be practical. Now, we're going out through the kitchen door. Barney, you go first.
Sure thing, boss. Coast is clear.
Barney, what happened?
Probably this.
Rocky? Rocky, you all right?
Sure, how's Barney?
Oh, he's out cold.
What did you hit him with?
A frozen flounder.
You know, it was Ferdinand all the time?
The waiter?
Sure, he got to the oysters before Abenaki. That reminds me.
Where are you going?
To call the cops. I got to tend to something.
Yeah? Can I help you?
Mr. Abenaki, you had an oyster stew earlier this evening.
I did. Please pass the ketchup.
Look, I don't want to disturb you, but there were a dozen pearls in that stew.
Oh? I thought the oysters were somewhat gritty.
Now, we've got to get those pearls back wherever they are.
Is that all?
You've got them.
I suppose I have.
In the midsection.
More or less.
I'm going to send for a stomach pump right away.
Oh, that won't be necessary. I have them in my vest pocket. Here. Are these the pearls?
You mean you didn't eat them?
Goodness, no. I almost lost a filling on the first one, though. I thought I was just lucky. You're sure these pearls belong to you?
I'm positive, Mr. Abenaki.
Well, if they're yours, take them by all means. Oh, and young man.
Yeah?
Ask somebody to bring me another piece of pie.
Somebody else gets the pie. Me, I'm in the mood to relax. The Rover boys are safe in the walk-in refrigerator. The 12 pearls have come home to Papa. And I'm alone with Iris, who's wearing a flannel skirt and a little boy's shirt, which never looks like that on no little boy.
Well, Rocky?
Honey, I think maybe you saved my life. Would you like to claim a little reward?
What kind of reward?
Come here. Closer. Baby, I've got something for you. Here.
The pearls. Well, honey, I've got something for you.
Yeah? What?
A property receipt from U.S. Customs Department.
You're a...
Cop. Good night, Rocky.
Good night.
Frank Sinatra as that footloose and fancy-free young man known as Rocky Fortune. Others in the cast included Lynn Allen, Jack Crucian, Jack Nestle, Lou Merrill, and William Oyler. Andrew C. Love directed. Eddie King speaking. Now here's Frank Sinatra to tell you about next week's transcribed adventure.
Did you ever get up in the morning and find out you were somebody else? The next week I wake up married to a dame and I don't even know her name. I'm living like a Maharaja and I'm insured for $100,000. Double indemnity.
Next week, then, tune in again when Frank Sinatra returns as Rocky Fortune.
This is the United States Armed Forces Radio and Television Service.
That was Rocky Fortune with Oyster Shucker, as originally heard October 6th, 1953. We'll feature more from Rocky Fortune in the weeks to come. There's more from Classic Radio Rewind when we return with Dr. Christian right after these messages.
My name is Ariel. When I arrived in the U.S. at 19, I struggled to find job opportunities without my high school diploma. My entire life changed when I took a chance and got my high school diploma at age 22. Everything I have, my education, my career, my marriage, I owe to the Adult Literacy Center and my teachers. They were with me every step of the way, helping with my English and math, making sure I pushed through all the challenges.
Ariel, your success proves that what I'm doing as a teacher has real meaning.
It was an honor helping you achieve your greatness. Now you're helping others achieve theirs. It inspires me.
Education was the key that unlocked all my opportunities.
When you graduate, they graduate. Find free and supportive adult education centers near you at finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
What I know about courage, I learned from my adoptive mom. She said sometimes you just gotta hold on and know we'll get through this. Mom, we are so high up. Hold my hand.
No, you hold my hand.
Here we go.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more.
I learned patience from my adoptive dad. All he had to say was,
"Hey, you got this. Just breathe." Hey, we're pretty good.
Yeah.
Might have to start a band.
I got it.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more. This message is brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. My grandpa Lou is the reason why my dad and I started racing, and I'm really proud to follow in his tracks. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. I've learned a lot on this journey with my grandpa Lou, and the memories of my grandpa will always be with me. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Talking about Alzheimer's can be really tough. But if you notice something, have a conversation with your loved one. Encourage them to see a doctor or offer to go with them. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. The Alzheimer's Association provides care, support, and research to help you take control of the situation with your family and manage the disease together. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to Classic Radio Rewind. I'm Barry Slinker, and up next is the first episode from a new medical series, Dr. Christian. In this first episode of the Dr. Christian series, a fishing trip turns critical when Dr. Christian is called to perform an emergency operation. From November 7th, 1937, this is Dr. Christian with Operation in a Shack.
For years, Gene Hersholt was one of the outstanding character actors of pictures. Then came the day that he was assigned to the part of the country doctor in the 20th Century Fox production of that name, and Gene Hersholt became one of the foremost stars of Hollywood. It gives us great pleasure to be able to bring you the extraordinary gifts of this great artist in the kind of role that made him famous and that he made famous. As Paul Christian, the doctor of River's End, Gene Hersholt has in store for you many hours of absorbing, heartwarming drama to high-spot your Sunday afternoons this winter. And so I give you Gene Hersholt.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you've heard of the fellow who didn't believe in ghosts, but who just the same was afraid of them. Well, I don't believe in luck, but just the same it happens. And it happens in very strange ways. 3 years ago in a little town up in Canada, 5 baby girls were born. Now, the birth of 5 little girls in Canada couldn't possibly have any effect on an actor playing character parts in Hollywood. Only it did. And because of what happened up there, I've been consistently casting doctor roles in pictures and now in this new radio series for the Cheesebro Manufacturing Company. Well, I like playing doctor roles. I like the role of Dr. Paul Christian in these broadcasts. I like being on the program of a company whose products are so well known and which has been so highly recommended and regarded for so many years. People often ask me if I'm a real doctor, if I ever studied medicine. Well, I'm not, and I haven't. But I have studied doctors in order to play convincingly the role of a doctor. And I found out a lot about doctors. And the more I've found out, the greater has been my respect and my admiration for the medical profession. Now, I don't want to take any more time away from the show. I only started out to say something about the quintuplets bringing me luck. And they have. But then, 5 of a kind should bring anyone luck, shouldn't they? Thank you.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we take you to the little town of River's End, which sprawls carelessly at the crossways where the highway traverses the Sage River Road. The highway runs to the city 70 miles away, but the river road is the most traveled. Over this road on this particular morning...
Oh, Dr. Christian! Yoo-hoo!
Well, hello there. How are you, young lady?
Oh, I'm all right, but my doll is sick.
Why, you don't say. Here, let me have a look at her. I'm afraid your doll has high sawdust pressure.
Oh, do you think you can cure her, Dr. Christian?
Well, the doll is pretty hard to cure, Millie. Now, let me see. She mustn't have any candy.
No candy?
No, you eat all the candy yourself. Here. Have something to buy it with.
Oh, but Dr. Christian, Mama says I mustn't ever take money from people.
Oh, but this is different. If your doll has to go without candy, there has to be some candy for her to go without. You tell Mama I gave you to Mommy and everything will be all right.
Gee, thank you, Dr. Christian.
Oh, goodbye, Millie.
Goodbye. Oh, Dr. Christian.
Morning, Mrs. Tansy.
Oh, Doctor, I got that letter about your bill and
Oh, now don't worry about my bill. Judy Price wrote that letter. She's back from business college and, well, she has sort of wished herself on me as my office girl.
Oh, the letter was real nice, and I do want to get the bill settled just as soon as I can.
Well, how much is that bill?
$10.
Well, Mrs. Tansy, things being as they are, I'll make you 50-50 proposition. I'll forget half of that bill.
Oh, I thank you.
And you forget the other half. Goodbye, Mrs. Tansy.
Oh, but Dr. Christian. Dr. Christian,
Doc.
Hello, Jim. How's the missus?
She's getting along first rate.
Oh, that's fine.
Doc, I don't know how to thank you for what you've done for us. If it hadn't been for you, she'd have...
Oh, no, I just happened to have been there, that's all. If it hadn't been me, it would have been some other doctor.
Well, just the same, Well, I ain't much on making a fancy speech.
Oh, no, don't try, Jim. I'm the darnest person to sleep through a speech you ever saw.
But I want to do something, Doc. You can't pay that kind of a debt just with money. I owe something more.
That's right. But it isn't me you owe. And sometime, some way, you'll see a way to pay that debt.
I see what you mean, Doc.
Goodbye, Jim.
Goodbye, Doc.
Dr. Christian's office. This is Judy Price. Dr. Christian isn't in. No, I don't think he can. He's leaving today on a fishing trip. Yes, I will. Goodbye.
Wait a minute, Judy. Who was that?
Ed Meadows. His rheumatism's bothering him again.
Oh. Well, I bet I could ride over there.
Oh, you'll do nothing of the sort. You're leaving on your vacation, and I'm going to see that you go. Oh, about that bill. Did you talk to Simon Schreiner this morning?
Simon? Oh, yes.
Well, what did he say?
Well, let me see now. I think he said he didn't believe it would rain.
What did he say about the bill?
Now, isn't that funny? I forgot to mention it.
Oh, I never saw such a person.
Hello, Doctor.
Hello, Roy.
Now, you get out of here, Roy Davis. Dr. Christian's busy. He's getting ready to leave on his vacation.
Yes, I know it. I just brought some medicine he ordered at the drugstore.
Oh, well, thanks, Roy.
Where are you going for your trip, Doctor?
Swampy Martin is going to roll me up the river to his shack.
That loafer? I didn't know he had ambition enough to row anybody up the river.
Oh, no, Swampy's no loafer. He's sort of a scientist. He's made a study of the river and fishing just as you made a study of trucks.
Well, I was figuring on having him come around and wash my windows this afternoon, but if he's taking you on a trip, I'll get somebody else. Well, have a good time, Doc.
You bet he will. Why don't you have people call you Doctor instead of Doc? After all, you're a physician, a graduate of medical school.
Oh, no, Judy. That'd be kind of putting it on for just a country doctor.
Oh, country doctor or not, you're just as capable and just as talented as if you were in a big hospital somewhere.
No, Judy, you're wrong. I thought the same thing once. But that was a long time ago when I first came here with a nice new leather satchel full of shiny instruments and a head full of ambitious notions. Oh, I was only going to stay for a little while just to get experience. And then I was going to be a surgeon, a great surgeon. The world was going to hear from me. Well, you see...
If you're trying to make me believe you're a failure...
Well, who said anything about failure? Why, there are all sizes of jobs in this world. We can't all do the big ones. Somebody has to take care of the little ones. Say, isn't that Mrs. Withers coming across the street?
Oh, she can't be coming here. She told me only yesterday how good she was feeling. Ever so much better.
Oh, but you don't know Mrs. Withers. When she feels good, she usually feels bad because she knows that after she feels better, she'll always feel worse.
Oh, she is coming here. Are your fishing things packed?
Yes, but...
Go on in the back room and stay there.
Oh, but Judy, wait a minute.
I'll take care of Mrs. Withers.
Oh, but listen.
Go on in the back room and hurry. Oh, good morning, Mrs. Withers.
Oh, hello, Judy.
A nice day, isn't it?
Yes, I suppose it is for them as can enjoy it. Isn't Dr. Christian in?
Well, he's not here in the office.
Oh, then I'll wait. Might as well suffer here as in any other place.
In what places do you usually suffer, Mrs. Withers?
Oh, I suffer all over, Judy.
Well, you must get around quite a bit.
Oh, but I'm used to pain. I could stand it if it wasn't for those spells I have. Oh, when they come on, they're terrible. My mind's a blank.
So I've heard.
Judy, did you ever have everything go black and hear a roar and sound in your ears?
Yes. Once when I went through a tunnel.
Oh, they last for days sometimes. Well, I only come out of them just long enough to eat. How long will I have to sit here and wait?
About 5 days. He's going on a fishing trip.
Oh, why, he can't do that. He can't go. I've got to see him. Call him back.
If you think I'm going to spoil Dr. Christian's vacation just so you can enjoy one of your spells, you're mistaken. You can put your spell off.
Oh, no, Judy. No, if I have a spell, I'll die. I'll die before he gets back.
Oh, no, you won't. In fact, I'll guarantee that on the day he returns, you'll still be alive and kicking. So quit feeling sorry for yourself.
What? What did you say?
I said stop feeling sorry for yourself. There's nothing the matter with you.
Why, I never...
All you're after is attention.
Why,
you just want people to wait on you.
You snippety younglings. You can't talk to me like that. Why, what do you think I am? An empty-headed dodo?
You're getting warmer.
Oh, you just wait. Wait until Dr. Christian comes home. I'll tell him about this. I'll tell him plenty.
Judy!
You can come out now.
Has she gone?
She's gone. And Swampy Martin's waiting for you at the river. So you better hurry.
I'm leaving right away.
Promise me you'll have a good vacation. And the rest of your life.
I promise, Judy, because if I don't, I know you'll be nagging me for the rest of my life.
Vaseline products need no introduction to any home listening in with us today. They are simple, inexpensive, useful home remedies for many little ailments. Teach your children to avoid infections and serious troubles by reaching for the Vaseline petroleum jelly as soon as they receive even a minor wound. If the wound is slight, it may be cleansed under running water and Vaseline jelly applied immediately, and the chances are that healing will be rapid, clean, and complete. If the wound is a penetrating wound, such as a wound caused by a nail, call the doctor at once. He will, of course, approve your use of this product for first aid treatment. Now we return the microphone to Dr. Christian and his guide, Swampy, who are bound for a fishing trip up the river.
Let me take the oars for a while, Swampy. Oh, you must be tired out pulling a boat all afternoon.
No, I'm not tired. Anyhow, we're almost there now. Shack's just around the bend.
What are they catching into over this time of the year, Swampy?
Old tomato cans, mostly.
Maybe that's the only kind of cans that are biting.
Well, you don't have to worry. Jimmy'll show you the places.
How old is your boy now, Swampy?
14. Going on 15, and about as smart as they come.
Is he still going to school?
Starts in high school this fall.
High school? You don't tell me.
Yes, sir. That boy's going to make something of himself. Well, here's the shack. Oh, Jimmy! Jimmy! Guess he don't hear me. Mind hopping out, Doc, and tying up the boat? Just fasten the line to that stump there. Wait here a minute, Doc. It's dark as all get out in there. I'll go in and light a lamp. Can't figure where Jimmy is.
Well, maybe he's out catching us a mess of fish for supper. I wouldn't mind sitting down to a nice...
Doc. Doc.
Huh?
He's in here.
What?
Jimmy. Laying on the floor, all doubled up. He don't know me.
Come on with that lamp.
Jimmy. Jimmy.
Wait, don't touch him.
Doc, what do you think is wrong?
Hold the light down here. How long has he been sick?
He ain't been sick. He had a kind of a stomachache the day I left, but he didn't say much about it. I thought it was just something he had.
He's been here alone for 2 days? Where's the nearest phone?
I don't know. There's nobody living around here.
Then how far to the closest road?
4 miles, maybe 5.
Well, we've got to get him back to town.
The river's the quickest way.
Well, that'll take 3 or 4 hours.
Doc, what's the matter with him?
Appendix. Ruptured, I think.
Is it serious, Doc?
Swampy. Can you stand some bad news? Jimmy's going to die.
Die? Oh, no, Doc.
There's 1 chance in 10 an operation could save him. But he'd have to be fast. And we're hours away from River's End. 70 miles from the nearest hospital.
But you're a doctor.
I haven't the equipment, Swampy. I haven't the right kind of tools. The things to work with. Well, even if I had, I wouldn't dare to risk it here. This is a case for a skilled surgeon.
But you can do something.
I'm sorry, Swampy. There's nothing.
Jimmy. It's me. Your dad. He don't answer me. Don't even open his eyes. He was such a smart little fella, Doc. So bright and cheerful like. And so grown up acting. He didn't hardly complain at all about being sick the day I left. Just stood there on the bank, waving to me as I went away in the boat. Waving till I got around the bend. That's the last I saw of him. Standing there, saying goodbye. And now, Doc, you've got to do something. He's all I have. You've got to.
Swampy, light all the lamps. Start a fire on that stove. Put some water on to boil. Get my little kid out of the boat. And get all the knives you've got.
Knives?
Yes, kitchen knives, hunting knives, everything you've got.
But, Doc, you're not...
I'm going to operate.
How do you do?
Good afternoon. Say, this is Dr. Paul Christian's office, isn't it?
Yes.
I'd like to see the doctor.
Dr. Christian isn't here.
Say, what about the operation he performed?
Operation? What operation?
Oh, come on now. You might as well talk. We're going to catch up with Christian sooner or later anyway. Now, listen, if you don't want to tell me about the operation, tell me where he is.
He's on a vacation.
Okay, have it your way. But just the same...
Pardon me a moment. There's someone at the door.
That's all right. I'll be getting along. But I'll be back.
Oh, come in, Mrs. Withers.
I suppose I'll have to wait again.
No, this gentleman is just leaving. Well, Mrs. Withers, I see you're still here and alive.
Yes, I'm here. But that's more than you'll be when I talk to Dr. Christian. Where is he?
Still fishing.
Fishing? That makes a nice story. You know as well as I do that Dr. Christian hasn't been on a fishing trip at all.
What?
Just look what the morning city paper has to say.
Where?
Right there, under visitors in the city.
Dr. Paul Christian of River's End was seen coming out of the Palace Hotel last evening where...
Was seen coming out of the Palace Hotel. And I don't think it's possible to come out of something that you haven't gone in.
Oh, I don't know. What about a chicken coming out of an egg?
Oh, well, chickens have nothing to do with it. You've lied to me, deceived me.
Who's deceived who about what?
Oh, Dr. Christian. Oh, Judy, she's deceived me about chickens coming out of eggs and... Oh, I'm going to have a spell.
Oh, no.
Oh, I am. Oh, Doctor, I feel awful.
Here now, sit down. Just relax. We'll see if you're running a little fever. Open the mouth. Now close. That's it, Judy. Get my stethoscope, will you? Thanks.
How was the trip?
Oh, fine. Pretty hot. Now open, Mrs. Withers.
Did you say pretty hot.
Mm-hmm. Hottest I've ever seen it.
Oh, but Doctor, what does that mean?
Oh, usually violent electrical disturbances in the interior.
Oh, my. Oh, what does a person do when that happens?
Well, the best thing to do, Mrs. Withers, is just to give up.
Give up?
Yes, no use trying to fish in weather like that. Here, take this, Judy. Well, Mrs. Withers, you seem to be in a pretty good condition.
Oh, but I'm going to have a spell, Doctor. I can feel it coming on. Oh, can't you do something for me?
Well, yes, it just so happens that I think I can.
Oh, Doctor.
There have been some recent scientific discoveries about spells like yours, Mrs. Withers.
Oh, tell me.
And one of the most effective gastronomic agents has been...
Yes.
Carrots.
Oh, carrots.
So I think I'll put you on a diet of raw carrots.
Oh, but you know I don't like carrots. I hate carrots.
Well, we all have to do things we don't like, Mrs. Withers. Now, anytime you feel a spell coming on, you just go on a diet of raw carrots for about 3 days. And after that, drop in and tell me how you are.
Oh, but there must be some other...
Nothing but carrots, Mrs. Withers. Just raw carrots. And don't come in until you try them for 3 days.
Oh, yes, but...
Goodbye, Mrs. Withers. Shh, don't laugh. I'll bet you an ice cream soda it works. Well, Judy, anything happen while I was away?
Oh, a few things, but they can wait. Tell me about your vacation.
Oh, there's nothing much to tell. I didn't do much.
Just loafed around the shack, I suppose.
Did my share of loafing.
Had a nice rest.
Yes, sir. Why, I feel like another man.
You must be another man, because Dr. Paul Christian wasn't on a fishing trip. He was in the city.
Huh? What's that?
Read this.
Oh.
Yes. Oh.
Well, to tell you the truth,
Yes, why don't you?
I did go to the city. You see, there was a little trouble about...
Oh, I'll answer it. Dr. Christian's office? Oh, yes, Jerry, I'm leaving in about 15 minutes. Meet me at the drugstore. Did I hear what? Swampy Martin's boy? He's... Oh, Jerry. But it couldn't have been Dr. Christian. He was in the city. Yes, it was... No. Yes.
Listen to me. I operate on him. I had to. He was...
Are you Dr. Paul Christian?
Yes.
My name's Thorne. I want to have a talk with you in private.
And while they have their talk, I have a word for you. Men, are you troubled with scalp dryness? Do you fear dandruff? Does your scalp shed on your coat collar? If you have any of these symptoms, Vaseline Hair Tonic will help you. Rub it briskly into the scalp with the fingertips. Use a rotary motion to loosen the scalp, open the pores, stimulate the blood flow. After a few minutes' work out of your scalp, shampoo your hair. And when it is dry, groom it with a few drops of Vaseline Hair Tonic, applied with the palms of the hands and brushed in. This is a simple treatment. There's no magic about it. It is safe and sane and sensible. Vaseline Hair Tonic comes in a handy bottle in 2 sizes, priced at 40 cents and 70 cents. Get a bottle from your druggist tomorrow. Our story continues now with the scene laid in Dr. Christian's rooms behind the office. The time is late afternoon of the same day.
I had orders from my paper to get an interview or else.
Oh, but why should a newspaper be interested in a thing like this?
Why? When a doctor operates with kitchen knives on the floor of a fishing shack and saves a boy's life?
Oh, that...
Say, do you know what they told me at the Central Hospital? That it was one of the most remarkable pieces of surgery they'd ever seen. But go ahead. What happened after you operated?
Well, there isn't much more to tell. For the next 2 or 3 days, I didn't get much sleep.
Mm-hmm.
But he was a strong and healthy boy, and he pulled through fine. Well, when he was well enough to move, I took him to the city, to Central Hospital, and he's doing splendidly.
Well, what was your idea of being so doggone mysterious about the affair? The hospital said you were at the hotel said you were at the hospital, and then I finally discovered you'd left the city.
Well, you see, I didn't want Judy, she's my office girl, to find out. But I might as well have been open and about board. She found out anyhow. Mr. Thorne, if you have any dark secrets in your life, Don't ever move to a small town.
Say, you know, Dr. Christian, after hearing what they said about you at Central Hospital, I wonder what you're doing in a small town. Why you're wasting your time in a place like this? Have you ever thought of leaving?
Well, yes. Yes, I guess I have.
Then here's something to think about. Right now is the time to do it. When the news of this operation breaks in tomorrow's papers, you're going to be famous.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, I do. And you ought to be in the city where you'll have the opportunity to do the important work you can do. I'd like to get a statement for the paper about what your future plans are.
You want to quote me, you mean?
Yeah, that's it.
Well, you can say that I've been very happy here in River's End. Oh, it's such a nice little town. But then, of course, I know there's no big opportunities here. I know that as long as I stay, I'll just be a country doctor.
So when do you plan to leave? Next week?
No, I couldn't get away next week.
Maybe in a month, huh?
I'm afraid not. Fact is, I don't think I can get away at all.
You can't get away at all? You mean you're staying here? But why?
You see, well, a patient of mine, Mrs. Withers, she's going to have a spell.
And so we take leave of River's End for the present, secure in the feeling that we can look in again on the old town next Sunday afternoon to find Dr. Christian at home among the friends and patients who could not do without him. Before we sign off, though, we want you to meet some of the artists you're going to become well acquainted with this winter. Rosemary DeCamp, who played Judy Price.
Hello, everybody. It's fun working in this show, not only because I get a kick out of bossing Gene Hersholt around, but because I'm one of the Cheeseburger Manufacturing Company's best customers. My pet use of Vaseline jelly is for my hand. After I've done any kind of housework or got my hands chapped and rough from outdoor sports, I apply it to get rid of the roughness and redness. You see, Vaseline jelly costs only 10 cents a jar, which is an item to a working girl. And it's the best remedy I know for chapped hands.
Good girl, Rosemary. Now here is Noreen Gamil, who played Mrs. Withers.
I'm glad to get a chance to speak to you in my normal voice, just to prove I don't complain all the time. Privately, I enjoy very good health, thank you. I was practically raised on Vaseline products. My mother used them on us kids for everything, from sore throat to skin knuckles.
And last but not least, Gail Gordon, who played Roy Davis, the druggist of River's End.
As a druggist, I have a chance to try everything in the store, but when it comes to hair tonics, I settled long ago on just one. Vaseline hair tonic. Keeps the scalp clean and healthy and lubricated and slicks the hair down just enough for good grooming.
Thank you, all of you. Prices of Vaseline products mentioned on this program apply only in the United States. When you purchase Vaseline preparations, be sure to look for the trademark Vaseline on the package. If you don't see it, you are not getting the genuine article. Next Sunday at this same time, the Cheeseburger Manufacturing Company, makers of Vaseline preparations, will present Chapter 2 in the story of Paul Christian, the Doctor of River's End, with Gene Hersholt in the title role. Gene Hersholt appears on this program through the courtesy of 20th Century Fox. Arthur Gilmore speaking. This is the Columbia Broadcasting System.
That was Dr. Christian with Operation in a Shack, as originally heard November 7th, 1937. A programming reminder that coming up this 4th of July, get ready for Old Time Radio USA's annual 4th of July, yours truly, Johnny Dollar Marathon. We're talking 24 hours straight of America's favorite expense account slinging investigator. You'll hear the best episodes featuring not just Bob Bailey, but also Charles Russell, Edmund O'Brien, John Lund, and more. It's a full day of classic old-time radio entertainment, perfect for your Independence Day soundtrack, only on Old Time Radio USA, part of the WOTR radio network. And with that brings this week's edition to a close. Coming up next week, we'll feature a Western double feature to include the Cisco Kid and William Conrad's Gunsmoke. So join us next week as we venture out to the Wild Wild West. All of this next week on Classic Radio Rewind. So, for Classic Radio Rewind and the WOTR radio network, this is Barry Slinker saying goodbye for now.
Classic Radio Rewind is a production of the WOTR radio network. For more Classic Radio Rewind and to listen to any of the WOTR radio network stations, go to www.wotrradionetwork.com.